Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, continuing my series, File 13, in which I discuss cult, sleaze, exploitation movies so bad they're good. Today I want to talk to you guys about 1986's Killer Workout. This is the Olive Films Blu-ray, part of their partnership with Slasher Video. And Killer Workout, I'm not sure what was going on in the 80s. Well, actually, I am pretty sure what was going on in the 80s, and that was a lot of drugs. But for some reason, the whole aerobics phenomenon exploded in the 80s. This is not the only 80s horror film that takes place around a health spa. There is, of course, the classic Death Spa, which is also definitely File 13 worthy. There was also the film Perfect with Jamie Lee Curtis and John Travolta. So Killer Workout is kind of like Death Spa meets Perfect. We've got a health spa full of very attractive spandex-clad people, and they're all falling prey to a killer who uses a giant safety pin. You heard me correctly. The killer in this film dispatches his victims with a very large safety pin. It's really something to see. It's really the only unique thing about this film is the killer's choice of weaponry. I'm not sure what was going on in the director's mind. Actually, I'm pretty sure what was going on in the director's mind. Drugs. Who was like, hey, we've seen knives, we've seen guns, we've seen chainsaws, we've seen machetes. Anybody ever use a bobby pin? A big safety pin? Nope. Let's do it. Let's do it. This film, this film is File 13 to the core. We're talking horrible dialogue. We're talking bad acting. We're talking lots of gratuity. This movie's 80 minutes long, but it feels much, much longer because 40% of this movie, at least, is filler sequences of just people, women, doing aerobics, stretching, spread eagle, bent over, and the camera right on their butts, right in their crotches. I'm not joking. 40% of this movie is just aerobics to the pulsing soundtrack of just cheesy 80s pop music. So 40% of this movie, when there's not people being murdered in the shower with a large safety pin, it's just people stretching skin-tight spandex with shots of women's crotches and butts. That's pretty much Killer Workout here. Now, when you scratch a little deeper into Killer Workout, there are some gems in Killer Workout. Really, the standout in this film is Marcia Carr, who is the star of this film. She's got quite an impressive sort of B-movie resume. She was in, just to name a few, Maniac Cop and Savage Streets, and many, many more. She actually gives a pretty good performance, I do believe, in this film. There's also a detective in the film who is quite possibly the most ineffective, just stupid detectives in movie history. The actor is such a void. He creates such a void of charisma, a charismatic void, that the film and the viewer watching it are in constant threat every time he's on screen of being sucked into this complete black hole of charismatic nothingness. He has some amazing lines in the film as well, like, I'm running out of body bags. And that's kind of the delivery. Like, he's trying to do some Brando method stuff, but it's just not working. There's also another great line where he's like, you tell that college boy that if he doesn't get that autopsy for me, I'm going to come in there and do an autopsy on his face. Great stuff here. Idiot. Just a complete idiot. There's no wonder there's just all these killings happening under his nose. He couldn't catch a cold in the middle of winter, naked, outside, in a blizzard. He couldn't catch a cold in those conditions. That's how bad he is. We do have many of the sort of standards of this kind of movie. We've got lots of gratuity. We've got not a lot of nudity in this film, but a pretty decent amount of nudity in this film. Like I said, if skin-tight spandex and women stretching and close-ups on groins and butts is up your alley, you probably already own this film and you watch it way too much. This is one of those movies, 80s slasher movies, that if you're just an 80s slasher aficionado and you have to watch every 80s slasher film, definitely check out Killer Workout. I think you'll get you'll get at least a good laugh out of it. There's not a lot going on here. Marcia Carr, like I said, is probably the highlight. The killer uses a large safety pin to kill people. Personally, I prefer Death Spa to Killer Workout, but I don't know. If you're into sleaze, if you're into spandex, if you're into aerobics, this movie is also known as Aerobicide, then I can certainly recommend it. I'll put a link to the Olive Films website in the description. We've got a photo gallery for features. We've got the original Killer Workout title sequence. We've got a Killer Workout trailer. That is it. This film, it is also, it's got the disclaimer here: the film is presented using the best available elements provided by Slasher Video. It's in full screen. It's a little choppy. It's a little rough here and there. I'm sure it was sort of ramped up to Blu-ray from a video, more or less. There was at one point in the film where it just kind of starts flashing in and out, and I wasn't sure if I was having like a seizure or some sort of just total mental breakdown from all the spandex aerobics sequences to the 80s pop songs, that I was just totally losing my mind or having a seizure. But no, that was just a very, very rough spot in the film. Yeah. That's Killer Workout, aka Aerobicide. I recommend it only for the most ardent sleaze hounds or people who just have to watch every single 80s slasher film ever made. If you like Death Spa, definitely give Killer Workout a shot too, and add it to your horror, your 80s horror health spa section of your collection. But yeah, that's Killer Workout from Olive Films. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching. If you've seen Killer Workout, please let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. Take care, and until next time, peace.